Back-to-back NFC North champs and 1 seed. Doesn't get any better.
You are Locked On Lions, your daily Detroit Lions podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
All right, let's do this, everybody. Matt Derry with you, Locked On Lions, Locked On Podcast Network, late night Sunday night into Monday morning, January the 6th. Lions 31, Minnesota Vikings 9, tonight at Ford Field, clinching the NFC North, sweeping the Minnesota Vikings, clinching the 1 seed, getting a much-needed bye and rest for next week. And man, what can you say about this football team and what they did tonight with more injuries, more drama, more issues early in the game, offense like in the tank at the beginning of the game. And yet it was the defense that stepped up tonight, holding Sam Darnold, Aaron Jones, KOC, Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison to 9 points. 9 points. 31-9, the final. 3 field goals is all the Vikings could muster tonight. As Detroit takes care of business, congratulations to the Lions. For you, the fans, thanks for being with us. Thanks for making us your first listen. Thanks for checking us out wherever you get your podcast. Like, F yeah, man. Like, yes, yes, yes. 15-2. 15-2. Think about this for a second, folks. I'm like, oh, let's break it down. We'll break it down. But just stop. Stop wherever. If you're in your car, if you're watching at home, stop and breathe for a second. Let's do a little breathing exercise. 15-2. We may never, ever, ever see this again. The Detroit Lions finished a season with 15 wins. They went from 3 to 9 to 12 to 15. The Lions. We're not talking about the Niners or the Cowboys or the Packers or the Chiefs or any of these proud franchises, Sterling Frazier's, Pittsburgh Steelers. No. The Detroit Lions just won 15 football games in a season. Wow. Just wow. How awesome is that? How awesome was tonight if you were at Ford Field to witness that and to be a part of it? The fans were amazing tonight. It was deafening in there. It was loud, and the defense fed off of it. They did. For anybody that says, well, the Lions right now on the road, they would have been fine going to the Rams next week. Are you kidding me? Do we really want part 3, Lions-Rams, hearing that big mouth Kelly Stafford and her BS for a week? No. I'm good with Minnesota and Rams. Y'all play next Monday night. Enjoy yourselves. Lions need a break. They need rest. And they get 2 playoff games before the Super Bowl at home. Can you imagine what Ford Field is going to sound like for an NFC Championship game? Let's not put the cart before the horse here. But regardless, just awesome. What a job tonight by the Lions. It was not pretty. Second half, the Lions, pulled away. But that first half, we had ourselves they had us scratching our heads at 10-6 at the half. Thank you, Will Reichert, by the way, for kicking the football out of bounds on the kickoff with 20 seconds left in the first half. Thank you. What did Bradford Banta say on yesterday's show, in case you missed it? The former Lion, he was great. He said this could come down to special teams, and that was a huge, huge swing. It was 7-6 Lions. And then the Lions got a free 3 points because Will Reichert kicked the ball out of bounds. Lions got 2 plays, went right down the field. Then Jake Bates nailed a 48-yard field goal to put the Lions up 10-6 going in at halftime. Second half, it was the Jahmyr Gibbs show. And we're going to hand out game balls. We're going to talk about the offense. We're going to talk about Gibbs. Injuries, Terrion Arnold in a walking boot right now, not a good sign. The return of Gaines media poster boy, the flowing locks, the blonde bombshell, Alex Anzalone. What a job tonight by him. Man, what a difference he makes on that defense, huh? I predicted 41-37. I thought this was going to be a track meet and a shootout. If I would have told you this morning, and by the way, was today the longest day of our lives? Oh my God. It was like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, wait a minute. We got another 2 hours and 20 minutes before this thing kicks off. Oh, mercy. And then I'm like, then it's like 8:20 and 8:23, and then they're going to the Jeff Daniels intro for the 5,000th time. Hey, did you know Jeff Daniels is from Detroit? Oh my God, just kick the ball off, please. I don't want to hear from Jeff Daniels for the 7,000th time. Holy hell, please just kick it off. We were waiting for this game to start. All right, I might have just lost it there, but bear with me. Anyways, so by the way, what's that stupid show that wins all the awards? My wife was watching the Golden Globes tonight in the other room. Oh God, The Bear. Yeah, the Bear is not a comedy. They're stealing awards from funny people. The show's not a comedy. All right. What was comical tonight was just poor Sam Darnold. Oh, the Lions destroyed that man. Seriously, the Lions tonight attacked Sam Darnold. They attacked him like Jim Harbaugh always says. Attack every day with enthusiasm unknown to mankind. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. They went after Sam Darnold tonight. And Aaron Glenn, if Aaron Glenn is not a head coach next year somewhere, there needs to be an investigation. This was one of the greatest coordinator jobs in football history tonight. Sam Darnold was 18 for 41 for 166 yards and a passer rating of 55.5. That is pathetic. Now, when he had some time, did he miss open receivers? Yes. But that dude was hearing footsteps all night long. All night long. And it was Blitzburg out there. The Lions were sending the house, and they put their faith in their cornerbacks and to play man coverage, and those guys responded. And I hope Terrion Arnold's injury is not serious as we're recording right now, but it looked like that left foot was in a walking boot from what I heard. Hopefully it's not an Achilles or anything like that, please, because he was awesome tonight. But Amik Robertson, man, that dude balled out. He held Justin Jefferson to 3 catches for 54 yards with 8 targets. That's it. You hold Justin Jefferson to 3 catches. That incredible. Absolutely incredible. How many quarterback hits to the Lions? 10 quarterback hits tonight. 10. And I've been on this defense, and I've been all over them about got to get pressure. In the front four, where have you been? Was it Darius Smith? Where have you been? Muhammad, Reeder. Come on, guys. We're Pascal. And they all made plays tonight. They all were in the backfield knocking Sam Darnold down. And look, the Lions caught some breaks tonight. Jared Goff, intentional grounding in the end zone was not called when it was 7-0. That was a big play. There was a helmet to helmet that wasn't called that the Lions got away with. The Lions had caught some breaks. Jefferson's alone in the end zone and Darnold overshoots him. But you know what? You also make your own breaks. The Lions made it so uncomfortable for Darnold tonight that going into the next round against whomever it is, it'll be the lowest seed. It could be Green Bay. It could be Washington. It could be Minnesota again. That's what Dan Campbell said. Dan Campbell told Kevin O'Connell, see you in 2 weeks when they shook hands at the end of the game. It could very well be Minnesota again. But making things difficult for the other team's quarterback, making him uncomfortable, that was job one tonight, and the Lions did it. They did a phenomenal job. And Jahmyr Gibbs, 4 touchdowns, 20 touchdowns on the season. 20. Dude is a superstar. Superstar. And remember, there were games this year where he's not even on the field for the first possession, the first drive. It's David Montgomery's show. Man, the Lions have awesome depth, and what a job Brad Holmes did. And I apologize, Brad, for the 510th time when you drafted Jahmyr Gibbs. And I said, what did I try taking a running back at 12 for? My bad. My bad, bruh. Sorry. Never again. I'll never doubt you again. All right, let's talk more about play calling, defense. We'll hand out some game balls. We will bask in the glow of back-to-back NFC North Championships. Lions have done it, folks. 31-9 over the Minnesota Vikings tonight. For all you over bettors, sorry about that. And Locked On Lions tonight brought to you by our friends at LinkedIn Jobs. Growing your small business in 2025 comes down to how well you can hire. And let's face it, better hires start with smarter insights. That's where LinkedIn comes in. The strongest hiring data available, LinkedIn helps you identify the right candidates, giving you the confidence to make the best decisions for your business. I've used LinkedIn Jobs myself, and I can tell you it's a game changer when it comes to hiring the right fit. Seriously, small businesses are wearing a lot of hats, so every hire is crucial. LinkedIn gets that. That's why they connect you with the best candidates using data you won't find anywhere else. From unique skills and interests to the connections you share, LinkedIn helps you find the right person for the job. In fact, 72% of small businesses say LinkedIn has helped them find high-quality candidates. All right? Listen, just go to linkedin.com and check it out and sign up. And if you're not on there, most of you are, but the business people are. But put the hiring frame around your avatar and do it up. All right? And you get to connect with people and people that are looking for work, and it works out great. Hiring smarter this year. Find your next great hire on LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/LockedOnNFL. That's linkedin.com/LockedOnNFL to post your job for free. Doesn't cost you anything. Terms and conditions apply. Welcome back. Matt Derry with you. Lions are victorious tonight. They finished the season 15-2. They get to avoid the wild card weekend. They get a first-round bye, joining the Kansas City Chiefs on the sidelines for next weekend. Minnesota drops to 14-3, and they will head to L.A. to face the 4th-seeded Los Angeles Rams, who lost today to Seattle. So next weekend, you've got Lions with a bye. You've got Philly hosting Green Bay. You've got Tampa Bay hosting Washington in the 3-6 matchup. And then the 4-5 in the NFC, you've got the Rams hosting the Vikings. Minnesota looked very, very shaky tonight, and I've already lost to the Rams once during the regular season. Lions get the bye, and then in 2 weeks, they will face the lowest seed as they reseed during this playoffs. Of course, college football could take a hint from the NFL and reseed, but that's neither here nor there. By the way, coach of the year, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Kevin O'Connell did a marvelous job this year with the Vikings. All right. No one expected Minnesota to win more than 6 or 7 games tops. They won 14. The guy deserves coach of the year. Absolutely. Not this time. Dan Campbell is the coach of the year. Don't give me Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tomlin, Steelers. No. I don't want to hear it. Dan Quinn. Great job with the Commanders. Absolutely. Rookie quarterback. Good job, Danny. Great work. Dan Campbell should be the coach of the year in the NFL. He took a depleted defense without Aleem McNeil, Aiden Hutchinson, 6 games without Anzalone. The list goes on. Carlton Davis is out. Now Arnold's out. They won 15 football games. If Dan Campbell is not the coach of the year in the NFL, there should be an investigation. All right. Don't give me this. Well, they were supposed to be there. They were in the NFC Championship game last year. Blah, 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 blah. No. No. I'm sorry. Dan Campbell, coach of the year. Lock it up. And for anybody that says Kevin O'Connell should be, you have a gripe, sure. Kevin O'Connell went 0 for 2 against Dan Campbell. As far as some of the craziness that happened tonight, nobody expected a game to be at 10-6 at half. And the one thing that I appreciate about Ben Johnson is Ben Johnson did not call his best half of football in the first half. Right? Can we be honest about that? There were some play calls that made absolutely no sense. Now, the 4th and 1 call where they play action pass and tried to hit Jahmyr over the middle, he was there. But the offensive line did not do a good enough job, and it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. I know a lot of people had a gripe with that call. I didn't hate that much. What I didn't like was that the Lions were not running the football more and getting back to what they do best. First half got way too cute with Ben Johnson. What was Jared Goff doing in his end zone, just arm punting down the field to Jamison Williams? Stupid. Find where number 14 is and get him the football. Find where number 26 is and get him the football. Find 87. Find number 9. Not necessarily some of the calls for, Minnesota's defense is damn good. And Grenard, for some odd reason, owns Taylor Decker. Okay. And Van Ginkel nearly changed the game at 17-9 when he dropped the pick 6. There were some calls tonight that Minnesota snuffed out. But in the second half, what Ben Johnson did, which I liked, was steady diet of the run game, power run game. Jahmyr Gibbs off right tackle. Craig Reynolds. Come on, Craig. I'm so proud of Craig. Oh, he was great tonight. 2 hands on the rock, Craig. I love that. Off a left tackle. Ben Johnson stopped messing around and got back to what the Lions do best. Yes, they run trick plays. Yes, there's gadgets in there. But Minnesota's going to snuff that stuff out. And the Lions went into halftime with a gift 3 points after the Reichard mess up at 10-6. But then second half, fed it to Gibbs. Kept some extra blockers in there to help Jared Goff against really what was a poor protected first half by the offensive line. Gibbs finishes 23 carries, 139 yards, 3 touchdowns, also caught a touchdown. Dan Campbell going for it on 4th downs, causing Kevin O'Connell at the open of the game at 7-0 to not take the 3 points. Dan Campbell rubbing off on other coaches, but you can't settle for field goals against the Lions. When O'Connell did kick, Reichard went 3 for 4, and they still lost 31-9. You got to score touchdowns when you play in our crib at Ford Field. But Jahmyr Gibbs tonight, 139 yards on the ground, so 140 basically, and 170 yards of total offense tonight from Jahmyr Gibbs. And like I said before, 4 touchdowns. He's now up to 20 on the season. Dude is just special. And the Lions found a way to find him the football. Jared Goff hung in there, stood in there against very good pressure. I did not like the Lions offensive line tonight. Did not have the greatest night. Goff was sacked twice. Passer rating, Goff tonight was 27 out of 33 for 231 and a passer rating of 80.7. So only missed on 6 throws, but it wasn't, he also threw 2 interceptions. Probably should have been 3, but I'm nitpicking here. There's just, this team has so many weapons. The offense didn't even have a good game tonight from start to finish. It was inconsistent. Still put up 31 points. So if it's Philly that has to come into town, or Green Bay, or the Vikings again, or Tampa again, or whatever, you're going to have to deal with that fast track at Ford Field and a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs, who right now cannot be stopped. He is having one heck of a season, isn't he? Man, just awesome. And you might be getting David Montgomery back here soon too, which would be an added plus. But I'm telling you, even if David Montgomery comes back, Jahmyr Gibbs has to be on the field. They've got to find a way to have him on the field at all times. You want to take a breather once in a while? I get that. But the 50-50 proposition earlier in the year with Montgomery and Gibbs with the touches can't be happening. Gibbs is special. He has become an elite player. He's got to be on the field. Has to be. All right, I'm going to take another breath here. We're going to hand out some game balls, which I always love doing here on a post-game edition of Locked On Lions. Lions 31, Vikings 9. Detroit sweeps the division. Won every game in the division. Only losses all year at 15-2 were to Tampa Bay and Buffalo. Swept the Packers. Shout out to Pete Bukowski. The Packers. What was that today? Losing to the Bears? Now they got to play Philly? I don't know what LaFleur was doing. Half the time it looked like he was benching his starters. Then he had them back out there. Dude, pick a lane and driving it. Swept the Bears, swept the Packers, swept the Vikings. Remember the days of Matt Patricia and Jim Caldwell? And that ish is gone. 15-2, baby. Come on now. Back after this. And Locked On Lions brought to you by FanDuel. From big upsets to game-winning drives, the NFL playoffs are better with FanDuel. The playoffs are here, and right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. That's $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. The FanDuel app gives you everything you need from live bets, same-game parlays, and so much more. Seriously, FanDuel's awesome. Tomorrow night, Pistons are back at it. They're hot. Chauncey Billups is in town. Saw him at the game tonight at Ford Field. Saw he was there, Pistons in Portland. Want to bet on that game tomorrow night? You can at FanDuel, all right? Visit FanDuel.com to join today. Get started with $200 in bonus bets. That's at FanDuel.com. Make this playoff season unforgettable with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL. By the way, we talk all the time about the culture and what's working and what's not working for the Lions. Shout out to Sheila Ford Hamp, the amazing owner of this operation, and what she has done and everybody that she's put in place. Chris Spielman, everybody up in that front office. Imagine being a Colts fan like my son tonight and getting word that your general manager, Chris Ballard, and your coach, Shane Steichen, are both coming back. My son doesn't even want to root for them anymore. He's like done. Those are bad franchises and bad organizations. We used to live in that complex. All right? We don't live there anymore. Detroit, the Lions are in the penthouse now. 15-2. 31-9 winners tonight over the Minnesota Vikings. National TV audience got to see all what the city looked like. It was a great broadcast. Shout out to Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth and Melissa Stark. I thought they did a whale of a job. I thought the broadcast was really, really good. And, fun to see, fun to watch. Lions in prime time. America's team, your Detroit Lions. All right, let's hand out some game balls. The first game ball is going to Aaron Glenn. It has to. For the job he did as defensive coordinator tonight, out-dueling Kevin O'Connell and all the masterminds with that Vikings offense. Aaron Glenn's game plan was unbelievable. All right. Second game ball is going to Amik Robertson. That dude is playing his ass off right now at outside corner. He's not even an outside corner. He's an undersized inside corner that tonight held Justin Jefferson to 3 catches. And I was worried all week that Amik would be in Jefferson's face and getting penalties and talking trash. Amik Robertson was all business tonight. He was standing on business. He was elite tonight. The way he played. I love that guy's game. What a pickup by Brad Holmes. And cheap too. Like a 2-year, $9.5 million deal. That guy played like a $15 million a year corner tonight. He was absolutely awesome. Jahmyr Gibbs, of course, gets a game ball. I mean, come on. 170 yards of total offense, 23 carries, 139 yards, 3 touchdowns, a touchdown through the air. What can you say about the job that Jahmyr Gibbs did tonight for this football team? He was amazing. Alex Anzalone gets a game ball. Back in action, the GMPB, 7 tackles, 3 solos, a pass defended. He was everywhere tonight. and help this defense get this W. Those are my game balls, man. Lions 31, Vikings 9. Should I give a game ball to Will Reichard? I'm telling you, at 7-6 at the half with 20 seconds left, he just kicks it deep. Lions probably try to throw a little bit, but getting the football at the 40-yard line after this guy kicks sends the kickoff out of bounds was a huge play in this game. It was a free 3 points for the Lions after Bates converted. And the Lions went into the half, instead of up 7-6, up 10-6. It was a big break in this game. And the Lions took full advantage of it. And now this is the most important week of the season. Why? Because the Lions are going to rest. They have played 13 weeks in a row without a break. And we'll find out about Terrion Arnold tomorrow. We'll find out about Kevin Zeitler. But these are injuries that are not good. I know Christian Mahogany has played well. I know he came in tonight. Lions need a breather. If they're going to be at home the rest of the way in the playoffs, we're not going to worry about talking about going to LA or I'm going to go to Philly or anything else. Nope. Lions get to be at home, where this fan base is going to go absolutely crazy. Can you imagine what the tickets are going to cost for the next 2 rounds at Ford Field? My goodness, it is going to be unbelievable. But the environment there tonight was top notch, first class, as always. And so the black uniforms work tonight. I know there's some fans that don't like the helmets, and there's some fans that say, oh, no. The Lions played with an edge tonight. The black uniforms get to stay. The black uniforms, of course, the birth child of one Rod Wood. Yes, 222 came up with those uniforms and told Dan Campbell that they would do it. And, they did it. And they look good tonight. And the Lions look good. All right. Mistakes, yes. Some things to correct, absolutely. But all in all, good win. And everybody can take a deep breath now and not have to worry about playing next week. So shout out to Dan Campbell and the staff and the players. What an awesome, awesome environment. 15-2 Lions. We are back again tomorrow. PFF grades. I don't know. We'll do a bunch of stuff this week. It'll be fun. Stick with us. No crossover this Thursday. I don't know. I'm gonna dazzle you with something this week. I promise. Thanks to all of our everydayers. Thank you to all of you for making us your first listen. I'm going to bed. We'll talk tomorrow.